Preparation for the Risk Management Professional exam. About PMI. In this video, we will introduce you to the Project Management Institute Incorporated, also known as PMI, and the most common abbreviations used by the PMI Institute. The video is divided into the following topics: about the Project Management Institute, PMI, and the PMI abbreviations. So let's first look about who are the Project Management Institute Incorporated, also shortened PMI. So PMI is the world's largest non-profit organization which has a dedicated focus on project management. And they are this because of them being the provider of a number of recognized global project management standards. That's through their publications and through their research. They are also a recognized certification provider of a number of certifications, not just the RMP, the Risk Management Professional exams, which this course is about, but they have a number of other certifications which will all linked to project management. They are a global community provider, so they have a global community and they have a number of national communities which they are hosting and facilitating, and the purpose of these communities are for sharing best practices in relation to project management. Then, as being a certification provider, they are also the provider of a numerous number of training courses, as well as they have a number of training partners. And all of this training is in project management best practices. And to tie everything together, the PMI Institute has a number of yearly conferences which they are the host of. And the conferences is all over the world, and there's normally a PMI conference in all regions of the world. And then in the back office, they are doing a lot of research with partners as well as research by themselves in continuous improving these best practices and developing new best practices, all within project management. So this is a short summary of what the PMI really is. And for more information in detail of each of these topics, as well as more explanations and examples and the people behind, this is way too much information to echo here in the course. So for this, we will propose that you visit the PMI website, where without having a sign-in, you can still get a very good and detailed view of an understanding of who the PMI are. So with you already now taking this course means to me that you have already have a knowledge of the PMI Institute, and you have decided that you are going to go for becoming a certified PMI certified risk management professional. So let's look at some of the common abbreviations used by PMI. So there is the PMI itself, it's the registered trademark, and it is the abbreviation for the Project Management Institute. Then there is the RMP, which is what this course is about. It's about risk management professional, and this is one of the certifications that is offered by PMI. You will notice that this certification is referred to as the PMI-RMP. And you will get more information about this when you pass, and you get the information pack from the PMI on how you can use the logo and this new credential. Then there is the PM book. This is the abbreviation for the Project Management Body of Knowledge. And this is one of the global standards published by the PMI Institute. And it's actually the foundation of everything they do. This is the core book of project management. All certifications they have built on top of that book and on top of those best practices for project management. Then they have a couple of terms that you will see once you start working with them. One is called PDU, and this is abbreviation for Professional Education Units. Now PDU is a measurement that is being used for two purposes. One is for measuring if you are eligible for taking their certifications, as well as it is a term used for when you get to maintain your credential. And there's different ways of obtaining PDUs. One is by attending PMI approved training and conferences, either through themselves or through certified partners. Then there is two terms which is related to the exam. One is PBT and the other one is CBT. So PBT is paper-based testing and CBT is computer-based testing. Now the paper-based testing is the old form of the exam, and I believe that this is very rarely used today. It has to be only in location where there's absolutely no computer-based testing center available. What I understand is that you actually have computer-based testing centers available in almost every location of the world. So you definitely want to take the exam as a CBT, computer-based testing way, as you will know the score immediately and it will be the fastest way of you to take it. And before you even get to the exam, as we talked about the PDU, the professional education unit, which you have to have a certain number of to be eligible to take the exam. And how can you do that? You can attend, of course, PMI approved training and conferences. And one way of knowing if they are approved by PMI is that PMI has a program which they call Registered Education Providers, REP. And this is a list of registered education providers which once you take the course with them, you will be credible for the PDU. And the PDU is important in case you are selected, your application is selected for audit. And we'll get to that in the next course, which is the first course where we'll go through the exam requirements. So these are the key abbreviations used by PMI. And again, as mentioned, for more information, please visit the PMI website, pmi.org. With that, let's do a summary. So after completing this video, you should now have a good understanding of whom the Project Management Institute Incorporated PMI are and what are the most commonly abbreviations used by PMI. So now let's get ready to learn. Thank you.